We all enjoy rainy days, and we all depend on the materials and services provided by our local commercial and industrial businesses. And all of us would say we want to protect our bay. Our job as stormwater inspectors is to ensure rain and industry don't combine to spell pollution. I'm Lindsay Morgado with the Santa Clara County Fire Department. We work with the West Valley Clean Water Authority to conduct stormwater inspections. The authority represents the cities of Campbell, Montecito, Saratoga, and the town of Los Gatos. Over the next few videos, I'm going to talk about your responsibilities as a stormwater inspector and how your job directly protects our bay and local waterways from pollution. Stormwater is just rainwater that flows to storm drains. Storm drains flow directly into the nearest waterway without being treated or filtered, which is why it's so important to make sure stormwater isn't polluted. You've probably heard the saying, "Only rain down the drain." Well, it's true. Sometimes you might come across a sanitary sewer drain. These are completely different than storm drains. The sanitary sewer flows to the municipality's wastewater plant for treatment. So, is it okay to put clean, unpolluted water into a storm drain? Not usually. Remember, only rain down the drain. There are some rare exceptions, but a good rule of thumb is to report any non-stormwater discharge on your inspection form and let West Valley Clean Water Authority determine if it's allowed. Pollution is no joke. An incorrectly stored chemical might easily spill, creating potentially life-threatening hazards and severe health risks to responders and the general public. Depending on the severity of the spill and amount of environmental damage, cleanup expenses could be astronomical, not to mention the very likely fines and lawsuits. Fortunately, most people don't intentionally pollute. Instead, pollution usually results from a simple lack of awareness, or from not making pollution prevention a priority. When you're conducting inspections, you'll probably notice that each facility presents unique challenges. If you're wondering whether something has potential to cause pollution, it might be helpful to think of pollution sources in two categories: things you can see and things you can't see. Petroleum and oil products usually stay in the ground and will produce a sheen when it rains, something you can see. Trash is also something you can see. It could be coming from employee break areas, industrial materials, or even blow in from off-site. Some industrial materials are easy to spot. Even though this is only dirt, it can pollute stormwater by causing sediment problems. It should be swept up right away. But there are some pollutants you can't see with your eyes. Freshly poured concrete or concrete mix will dramatically raise the pH of stormwater that comes in contact with it. Some industrial materials, like these tires, can leach heavy metals and other pollutants into stormwater runoff. Your responsibility is to inspect the entire site, identify any potential or active sources of pollution, and report them on your inspection form. The West Valley Clean Water Authority is required by law to inspect commercial and industrial facilities which have the potential to pollute our local waterways. We've compiled a list of commercial and industrial businesses, which you'll be visiting as our stormwater inspector, including auto shops, gas stations, car washes, restaurants, manufacturing and processing facilities, grocery stores, food service facilities, corporation yards, construction material yards and building facilities, and facilities that have industrial general permit coverage. I'll bet you're ready to start inspecting. But first, there's a few more things we need to learn. See you in the next video.